Hello, everyone. My name is Erica Cruz, and this is Alicia Hines, Alyssa Trimble, Casey McCaney, and Holly Zolman. And today we are here to present the Do Better game. During transition times in the hallway, students have been displaying high rates of inappropriate behaviors according to the staff at Halls Elementary School. Every day, children are referred to the office for inappropriate hallway behavior, such as sprinting down the halls, or in some cases, fleeing out of the school. Teachers are nervous during transition periods due to safety reasons, so this has become a major source of concern. We've come to introduce the Do Better game in the aim of shortening transition times, increasing motivation in children, and reducing elopement and inappropriate hallway behavior.
Researchers have determined interdependent groups have been known to improve transitions. It's important to work as a team with students and staff both involved. You are to set one specific goal, transitions, and your success or failure is based off of your data. It's best to use clinical judgment when deciding for your reinforcement schedule. You know your class the best, and deciding together as a team is the best way. Preference assessments can also be conducted for individuals who do not have appropriate communication skills to determine the proper reinforcements.
So what is the Do Better game? So the goal is to decrease transition time and increase engagement from students. The longer the transitions, the more opportunity there is for students to exhibit that disruptive behavior. So the Do Better game combats that disruptive behavior by decreasing transition time. The students are going to work together towards a common goal, which is quick transitions, ensuring a more collaborative and thus effective effort in obtaining a reward and increasing engagement in the classroom. So what will I need? So you'll need a digital stopwatch, a 2x3 laminated graph and dry erase markers, rewards determined by the class, a behavior map, hallway rule signs, and a teacher guide that will be explained next.
On this slide, you can see two graphics. On the left are the hallway rules. We, as the BCBA team, have determined 5 key rules to helping success within the hallway transitions. Stay in line, help one another, walk quietly, don't touch, and follow directions. On the right, you can see a teacher's guide. In a few slides, you'll see implementation steps. That will go over the teacher guide more in depth. On this slide, you see 2 more graphics. On the left is the graph that you will receive to go over and record data with your students. On the right is the behavior map. The green arrows point to ideal student behavior and transitions within the hallway. The red shows maladaptive behavior and the results of that behavior for students.
So before implementing the Do Better game, first, what we're going to do is have the consultees take baseline data. So how long does it take your class to go from point A to point B right now? Afterward, the consultee will meet with the teachers and discuss those results as well as what the desired behaviors and goals are for the class. Last, the teachers will then be provided with a contingency map, which is a visual representing appropriate versus inappropriate behaviors. Next, we're going to implement the Do Better game. So first, the teacher announces the transition. 2, has a stopwatch, hands 1 to a helper of the class, and that helper announces the time every 10 seconds. Third, if any rules are broken, the class will stop. The class will resume walking when exhibiting appropriate behavior. Step 4, at the end of the transition, the teacher records the time on a graph so the whole class can see. And if the class beats their prior transition time, they get to draw an award.
Here you can see 2 videos showing the implementation of the Do Better game.
Go. All right, class, we're going to transition to the hub. Riley, start our timer. Boom.
Let's see if I can flip this.
We can keep walking when we're home.
I gotta flip it.
Nice job calming down, friends.
There you go.
All right, class, we're going to transition to the hub. Riley's going to be our timer. Start the timer. Riley, you can stop the timer. 12 seconds. We can put it on our graph. Nice job, class.
Thanks, Miss Hallie.
So how will the Do Better game address the scenario presented? Cost was a main determiner for how the intervention was implemented. The materials for this intervention are relatively low cost and may be found in schools. This was important because the school stated that they are on a strict budget and had budgetary constraints that did not allow them to hire any more staff. If for some reason the materials cannot be found within the school, additional grants are available to secure funding if needed. These grants can be used for materials or for rewards for the children. The intervention will also utilize current staffing, which will help the school to implement the program while alleviating the pressures of budgetary constraints. Safety was also a big priority within the scenario. The Do Better game helps to motivate students so that they will stay in line appropriately and lower the risk of elopements and lost children. More orderly hallways will also lead to safer hallway conditions.
To summarize, utilizing the Do Better game during transition periods in the hallway is a useful strategy to increase positive behaviors and decrease negative behaviors. It is important to provide students with reminders and reinforcement when using the Do Better game in order to increase their motivation to follow the game's rules. You'll want to make sure your students comprehend the game's overall goal and what behaviors are acceptable to ensure there is no confusion while participating in the game. Maintaining the Do Better game as an intervention will not only benefit students in learning and developing skills, but it will also encourage them to continue to change their behavior in a positive manner while having fun. Not only will the kids be motivated to follow the rules, this will also help teachers by allowing them to focus on all of their students, since they will no longer have to worry about their students eloping in the hallways. Best of luck, and let us know if you have any questions, concerns, or feedback. Thank you.